Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Zen Zoe Healing, aka Goddess Loose, aka Loose. I hope everyone is doing well. Wishing everyone the best of luck with whatever they're going through. Today's video is who the fuck are you? We're gonna be describing, or I guess I'm gonna be describing who you are. Who is your soul? What is your soul made up of? What is your personality? What is your light side? What is your dark side? What is your weaknesses? What are your weaknesses? What are your strengths? You know, we're gonna get to the good, bad, and the dirty. So, you know, sit tight, get some snacks, make sure that, you know, you're kind of watching this at a good time. Make sure that you're not too distracted while watching this so that you can fully immerse yourself into this reading, into this experience that you're having right now. Today I chose some pins. I am a big collector. I don't say a big collector of pins, but I do like collecting pins. I'm more of a collector of stickers. I love stickers. I've always loved collecting stickers just as a kid. I still have my sticker collection as a kid, but I wanted to do pins today. I'm a little bit more picky with collecting pins just because I don't know, like I'm picky when it comes to pins. Before we move forward with the reading, I would like to just take a moment to say thank you to whoever is watching. I truly appreciate and I'm so grateful for everyone who is watching my video, who's watching my video right now, who has been watching my videos, anyone who is liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate your love and support. If you're new to this channel, thank you for being here today. I hope you stick around because, you know, you don't want to miss any of my content. I hope everyone knows that they are loved and cared for. Thank you so much. So we have 4 piles here today. Just a quick memo if you didn't know. If you check the description box, the timestamps for each of the piles will be there so that you don't have to try and figure out like where to start and stuff like that. The timestamps for each pile will be in the description box. You're allowed to pick more than one pile if you feel called to. If you pick a pile and it doesn't resonate, go ahead and pick a different pile. And if that still doesn't resonate, or if the whole reading doesn't end up resonating with you, your energy is just not connected. I'm just not connected with your energy at this time. This video is not connected with your energy at this time. So this video may not be for you today, which is okay, you know. Go ahead and check out one of my previous videos or check out my upcoming videos. I post weekly for the most part. So yeah, let's get into the reading. Pile number 1. Oh. Pile number 1 with this free spirit. This ghost in space with all the planets. Who the fuck are y'all? Pile number 1. Who are y'all? Pile number 2 with the be happy, it drives people crazy pin. Who the fuck are y'all? Pile number 2. Who is this? Pile number 3 with the alien yin yang. Who the fuck are y'all? And pile number 4 with this alien tie-dye stay weird pin. Who the fuck are y'all? Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with others, and don't forget to turn on the notifications for my channel so that you don't miss any of my content. I'll catch you guys at your pile. Pile number 1, if you chose the free spirit. If you chose the free spirit pen, then this is your reading. Okay, pile number 1. I'm like going back to recording like downward and like I feel like I don't know how to act. Like, yeah, I don't know how to act since I just been recording my face. I might just need a new tripod too. This one is good, but I'm like, I don't know, time for an upgrade. So anyways, in this reading, we're gonna figure out who you are. Who the fuck are you? You know, who am I tapping into? Whose energy is this? So if you chose this pile, let me know if this ends up resonating with you, if this is you. And like I said in the intro, we're going to talk about the good, bad, and the dirty. So I'm not only going to be bringing up who you are, your personality, and all that, but I'm also going to bring up your shadow side. These black cards are shadow cards. So I wanted to bring that up because we're not just made up of good things. We're also made up of, we have a light and dark side, you know. So I just wanted to bring that up, you know. So obviously I pre-shuffled some cards just see if it would make the reading quicker, because if I was shuffling, I think I would talk a lot more. So yeah, so I channeled some songs for you guys. These are the songs that were playing when I was shuffling your cards. The first song is called Sick by Dope, and then DNA by Kendrick Lamar. These are the two songs that came up. You could like these songs, you can like these type of genres of music, you could like these artists. They might resonate, they might not, it doesn't matter. If anything, you might have 2 new songs to listen to if you don't know these songs. But yeah, so I wrote down some notes for you guys before while I was shuffling and stuff like that. I was picking up signs, or I was getting already messages for you guys, pile. So I have down rock, alternative, K-pop, so you guys can listen to music like that. Even like rap music that, yeah, like hardcore rap, or rap music where they're like a little bit more, have a more rock vibe to them, you know. I forgot what that's called. I don't know why I feel nervous. So I don't know if you guys are like anxious, you guys are always nervous or something. Like, I don't know why I feel nervous, or like I feel like I'm stumbling over my words, you know. The song that's playing right now is called I Want to Be Yours by the Arctic Monkeys, so you guys might listen to the Arctic Monkeys. You might like K-pop, or you might like foreign music, so you might listen to like K-pop, or even like German music or Swedish music. I don't know, you just might listen to different artists from around the world, literally, you know. The signs that I picked up were Aquarius, Virgo, Aries, Capricorn, Scorpio, and Pisces. This could be your actual zodiac sign, or you could have it somewhere in your chart. I'm just gonna list everything down I have that I wrote down on for your pile. Yeah, I don't know why I feel awkward. I don't know why I feel weird. I don't know why I feel nervous. I feel kind of out of place for some reason. So I don't know if you guys naturally feel like that. You guys are always feeling like that, or always feeling on edge or something. I have truth seekers, close to family, question mark. You could be different from your family, or you have like a big family. Old soul, mystery, hard workers, and I put don't understand how different or how complex they are. So I'm gonna go into more depth about that, but I just wanted to let you guys know what I wrote down, and we're just gonna see how the cards are. And yeah, so emphasis on the don't understand how different or how complex they are. I want to go into depth with that, but I think I'm going to go into depth with that when we get the cards all settled out. And then with the pin, I just see this as like you're just literally a free spirit. You're just doing your thing. You might through life, you might have been pulled here, you might have been pulled there. Maybe life is just crazy, you know, you're just doing you. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys might say sorry or a lot, or like are very attentive to other people or something, because I just feel like I don't like how I feel at this file. Like, it makes me feel weird. I'm not meaning to say you guys are weird, but I don't know, I feel different. I I don't know, I kind of feel like someone's watching me too for some reason. I don't know what that's about. Oh, okay. Okay, what do we have here? Codependency. This is a relationship addiction. You are relying too heavily on the other person for your sense of self-worth. Give yourself more self-love. Trina, tenacity. 9th house, seeking. And I did say that you guys are truth seekers. Like, you guys are just trying to find out information, or you are in awe with information. And the star, inspiration, faith and dreams, hope. Okay, so you guys might have big dreams, or you guys might have a big imagination, a bright imagination. I'm just gonna do a close-up of all the cards. I don't like this point of view because I can't really show you guys what I can't see what I'm showing you guys, and I don't like that. Yeah, like, I kind of already felt awkward doing this reading, so I'm like, I don't know if this is just your guys' energy or what. So with this reading, I don't know if you guys could have been babied or criticized a lot growing up. With the codependency, I can kind of see like maybe you feel awkward being alone, or you don't feel totally comfortable being alone, like even if it's like just your pet or something, or if you don't have like one other person with you, or if you don't feel like you're part of a group or something, you could feel off, you could feel weird, you feel awkward. Like maybe you might have trouble like taking yourself on dates or hanging out with yourself, or being seen alone in public, because I don't know if you feel like people are judging you. I don't know if you feel like people are watching you, criticizing you. I don't know, like, you don't know, maybe you overthink things where you're like, oh, that person probably thinks I'm a weirdo because I'm eating by myself or something like that, you know. Like, I'm hearing like hyper aware, like you're too hyper aware of like of your surroundings or of people, but like no one is thinking these things but you. So that could also be like a tendency you have or something like that. You could have been in relationships, or you could be in a relationship where it's not healthy for you because you're just codependent. You don't want to leave that person because you can't be alone. You might have had a history of being in relationships of people not treating you well, or not getting the love that you want, but you just stayed in there because you didn't want to be alone. You didn't want to face yourself, or you know, you just didn't want to be alone. So you tolerate more bullshit that you don't deserve, but you're willing to put up with it because you don't want to be alone. Maybe like family too has treated you away, and you just kind of take it that way as well. I am getting I don't want to say a darker energy or a deeper energy with this, but I do. But it is like surrounded by like darkness, by blackness and stuff like that. So you could potentially be the light, you know. You are the star of your own life, and you know, you can get yourself out of that. You might have big dreams. Like I said, you might have big dreams or a wild imagination, and sometimes you just want to get lost in that, you know. Maybe you like to travel, or you want to travel everywhere. You want to do a lot of stuff, but you don't know how to, you know. But just know that you are important in someone's life, that you do matter, that you are important, you are loved. Some people just might not show it, you know. Maybe your own self doesn't want you to believe that. You could also battle with like your mind and stuff like that. This is a good time to go into depth about how I wrote, don't understand how different you are or how complex you are. Everyone is complex, you know, everyone is complex. But I don't think I think if you do have problems with codependency, or if you're unable to be alone, or be able to sit with yourself in silence, or just be able to deal with like the uncomfortable, hard things in life within, just in general, or within yourself, these moments of being by yourself will bring clarity of how to better handle these situations. So you don't realize that maybe you might even make yourself more complex than you really are, you know. I'm kind of getting like a lot of insecurities, and you might put a mask up. Whether that you're just putting a facade, you might like buy a lot of things to make up for how empty or how alone you feel. I don't want to say this might be like a hoarder pile, but you might have like a lot of stuff. You might have like a dirty room, or you might just live a messy life just because, I don't know, that feels comfortable. I feel like I'm talking to someone very specific here. Again, take what resonates. Also, if you feel uncomfortable, I'm getting a sense of someone feeling uncomfortable because I don't know if they feel seen or exposed, like I'm shining a light on your darkness. Maybe you don't like looking at your darkness. You don't like looking at the darker aspects of life. This also gives me the energy like, I just want love, peace, or I want to see like rainbows and butterflies everywhere. But when it comes down to looking at the harder stuff in life, or having to deal with reality or something like that, you kind of zone out, or you kind of deal with stuff in not healthy ways. You might have like some type of addiction, rely on a substance, a person, place, or thing, or you like to spend a lot of money, something like that, you know. This could even be like video games. Like, I don't want to deal with this shit, so I'm gonna go play some video games or something, you know. Like, that's only temporarily and unhealthily, I don't know if that's a word, giving you a solution to your problem. You have to deal with these things head on. And once you deal with these things more and more, it's going to be easier and easier. It's going to make you a stronger person. These so-called negative feelings, thoughts, patterns, they're not going to have control over you anymore. You're going to have way more control over them once you deal with them. So it's important for you too, because you can deal with these things, but I think you choose not to, and that's only hurting you more. And you are a complex person. You have to start diving deep into who you are. You have to figure out who you are. You need to understand yourself. You need to learn how to love yourself, so that you don't have to live in this state, because you're meant for so much. There's so much waiting out there for you. But if you kind of keep yourself in this little enclosed space, in this comfortable zone, in your comfort zone, life is not really going to go the way that you want. You're going to have to be forced to go through change, which is going to hurt even more. It's going to be harder for you. Try not to resist. The song that's playing right now is called Make Me Better by Fabulous and Neo. So if anything, like, this reading could be helping you to let yourself kind of dig into that, like, go into the depths of yourself. Sometimes it's scary, but sometimes, like, when you finally get to that depth, like, you start to understand more about yourself. And when you understand more about yourself, you understand more about the world. And like I said, you guys are truth seekers. You guys may have a lot of questions about things, and it's like, you can only understand other people or situations, people, places, or things, the more that you understand yourself. If you only think life is all butterflies, the world is like gonna seem superficial to you. You have questions. You are meant to have a deeper personality. You're meant to have a deeper mindset about things. And the more deeper you get about yourself, the more deeper or more truth you're gonna find out in the world. And that is like being highlighted here. Like, that is like a plus. So the more deeper you go within yourself, the more deeper you're gonna know about the world. The more experiences are gonna open up to you. Right now you're kind of closed off, and so that's keeping you in one place. You're having limited experiences. You're having limited feelings because you're not letting yourself like expand. So this is definitely a sign to be open to change. Stop resisting. Let in, embrace, accept your dark side. Embrace all aspects of yourself. you are a hard worker, you know. This pile does have some healing to do, and you have the capacity to heal. You just have to let yourself heal. You have to, in order to heal, you kind of have to face those demons. You have to face that darkness, you know. But you got it. You could be a Leo as well. I did say I picked up on Aquarius, Virgo, Aries, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, but I'm also getting now Leo. Because you have a great lens. You have a lot of light. But when it comes down to facing the darkness, you kind of like disappear, or you don't want to be seen. Like the light just goes away when that comes out, you know. Maybe you're afraid of the dark. Maybe you, as a kid, you were afraid of the dark. You're afraid to be alone. Anything else, Spirit? Also, I have mystery. So honestly, you might be a mystery to other people, but also at the same time, I kind of feel like you're a mystery to your own self. You don't understand like why you're like this, or why you tolerate this, or why you act like this. And it's because the only person that can really figure that out is yourself. And you have a lot of strengths. It's kind of hard to tap into your strengths right now because you don't even believe in your strengths, or you don't believe that you have some strengths. So that's why it's important to kind of face the dark side so that you can reach the light. Right now, like you're kind of like in a tunnel and it's just dark. And you're just like kind of daydreaming like, oh, when I finally get out of this tunnel, life is going to be like this. Life is going to be like that. No, life can be like that right now. You just have to walk through the darkness. If you're staying in this specific part of the tunnel, like how do you expect to get out if you're just staying in the same spot? Go explore yourself, explore how deep you can go, explore the deepest part of yourself, so that you can explore and get to know the best parts of yourself, you know. But trust me, you have a lot of strengths. But Spirit is wanting me to tell you that in order to truly believe in yourself and to believe your potential, to believe in your strengths, you need to face the darkness. You need to face these insecurities that you have, these addictions, these unhealthy patterns, behaviors, mindsets. You need to dig deep, do some self-discovery in however way that helps you. So whenever you have like a negative emotion or something is being brought up, like deal with it. Sometimes the best way to go through something is to through it. So if you're like feeling all these negative emotions, all these negative mindsets, like ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? Why am I thinking this? I don't want to do this. I don't want to feel this way. So how can I help myself? So yeah, but you guys are a star at the end of the day. You're meant to shine bright. You're meant to live a happy life, but it's hard for you to live a happy life when you're keeping yourself stuck. You're keeping yourself small. You're meant to travel the world. You're meant to do what you want to do. You're meant to seek out truth. You're meant to, I'm getting Sagittarius. This is the 9th house rules Sagittarius. You're meant to do a lot more than what you're doing, and it's definitely possible. You have to make those first steps moving forward. I'm gonna put up what tenacity means. I feel like I know what it means, but I don't want to give you guys the wrong definition, so I'm just gonna put what tenacity means. You guys are meant to live the life that you deserve. They're meant to live the life that you want. Right now you're living the life that you're keeping yourself at. That's why life is the way that it is, because you're keeping yourself small. You're keeping yourself in this position to keep living life like this. I don't want to live life like this. So then that means you gotta change something. Whether it's little steps or big steps, you got this. I'm gonna pull out one more card, and they're affirmation cards. Honestly, I would say your first step is to repeat these affirmations every day. Once a day, twice a day, whenever you want to. Put it somewhere that if you end up writing them and you do say them every day or something, put them somewhere where you will see them every day. Like, obviously, if you work, you're gonna put them right in front of the door, so every time you leave for work or every time you leave, you can say these. You can say this in the mirror, put this in the bathroom, whatever. Affirmations for pile number 1, Spirit. I let go of attachments that no longer serve me. I trust to let myself walk into the unknown. I am connected to the universe and its deep wisdom. Yes, you guys are meant to know more than you can do. You're meant to know more, experience more than what you are now. Crown chakra. And the universe wants to work with you, but you doubt it, or you don't feel safe moving forward. You hold on to things that you know and are comfortable with, and maybe you're scared of the unknown. You don't like, oh, what if I leave my comfort zone? What is gonna happen? Like the next song that's gonna play is called "It Could Happen to You." Like, what's gonna happen to me if I leave my comfort zone? Well, look what's happening when you're in your comfort zone. And with that, I'm gonna end the reading. Pile number one, I hope you liked your reading. I hope you got something from this. I hope this creates some type of inspiration and some type of inspiration, faith, or some spark for you to create some change. I'm sorry this wasn't the best reading, but I'm most likely gonna do this reading in the future, and I hope you have a better reading next time or something, you know. But just know that change is coming, and you're either going to be forced to, or you have to just surrender to that change, or you initiate that change. I'm wishing the best for you, pile number one. I hope you like this reading. Go ahead and comment a ghost if you chose this pile. All right, pile number one, see you in the next one. Hello, pile number two. If you chose this, be happy. It drives people crazy, pin. Then this is your pile. Okay, pile one was kind of heavy, so like if I seem a little awkward or a little weird, it might be that. Yeah, it was a little heavy. This one, I don't mean to bring in this energy, but this pile, I felt like already straight off, like if you feel called to another pile, I definitely got that energy here. Like you might pick another pile if you feel called to another pile. I would definitely watch that. You don't have to, but yeah. But yeah, be happy. It drives people crazy. So I kind of just see this being like a fucking goof pile, like killing people with kindness, or I don't know, like purposely making someone mad, but like in the funniest way possible, like not provoking them or like trying to make them mad, but it's just like I see someone like in customer service or something like that, where it's just like someone's like, or like, I don't know why I'm saying customer service, but it's just like someone's like telling you off and you're like, oh, okay, like you're not giving them the satisfaction that they want. Like when someone's mad, obviously like you would think like the other person's gonna get mad, but then you not being mad that they're mad is making them even more mad. So you're just like, yeah, you know. That's what I'm getting. The song that started playing is called Mask Off by Future and Kendrick Lamar, and that's the only version you should listen to. I think Future just has a song by himself. I fucking hate that song. It's so annoying and so long. But since Kendrick is on this track, like it makes it so much better. In his verses, anything Kendrick is on, you know, he makes it better. Anyways, you might be a Kendrick fan. I did want to let you guys know that obviously I pre-shuffled the cards and the energy. I wrote things down. Some notes down for you guys' pile. So I got, and there was 2 songs that were playing while I was shuffling. They don't have to resonate, but you might listen to these artists, you might like these songs, you might like the genres that they are. You might just have 2 new songs to listen to if you wanted to. So the songs that were playing, the first one is called The Tired Influencer by Gorillaz. You might listen to Gorillaz, you might know that song, you might like the album, you might like that genre of music. And then the other song is called I Just Died in Your Arms by Cutting Crew. So that's kind of like an 80s song. I want to say 80s, I'm not too sure. But those 2 kind of brought their own energies in a way to this reading. So it could just be like the energy of those songs that are kind of describing you, you know, in a way. I love Kendrick's verse on this. Anyways, so I'm just gonna read you guys the notes that I wrote down for you guys. Let me see. So I have artist. You could be a nail biter. Creative, different types of music. You might listen to different types of music. Problem solver, nerdy slash researchers, mysterious, bookworms, fandom, overthinkers, mind doesn't stop. Deep feelings, understand self more, needs healing, toxic traits, addictive personality, hopeless romantic. There's something else that I have written down, but I'm gonna talk about that more towards the end or throughout the reading, just because I don't want to bring that up right now. But yes, I immediately got like these people might like to be petty or like to have the last laugh in something. And like I said, with the Tired Influencer song by Gorillaz, I was kind of getting like, you guys might like to create content or you might create art in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you guys can see things in a different lens. I'm getting like, maybe you guys, this might be for someone specific, but like you guys might see how some TikTokers or some influencers could be fake or not really living the life that they supposedly put up. That's for someone specific. Or you might just seen that recently. Or maybe you just like don't like fake people, you know. I was getting big on like how I put nerdy, researchers, bookworms, mysterious. You guys might like to read a lot of books. You guys might do like a lot of research, might read like a lot of blogs, might always be looking something up on the internet. You might always be looking up like a definition or a synonym, or like if you read a story, like let me go double check that or something like that, you know. Do your own research. And also like the nerdy, maybe like I said, like you guys might have been like bookworms, read a lot of books. You guys might have got like really good grades in school. You guys might have like been in honors, or I don't know. Just, you don't have to, again, take what resonates. Big on like fandom, so I don't know if you guys are Harry Potter fans, like anime fans. You guys might have like favorite authors. My throat is like hurting right now, so I don't want to say I'm exposing somebody or something, but like maybe this is resonating heavily for someone. Okay, I'm gonna get into the reading. Pride, 7th house, Knight of Wands. I'm gonna turn this, not yet. I'm not gonna turn that yet. So we have Megan Thee Stallion, Pride, 7th house, relating. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the cards up close. I was telling pile number 1, I'm like, the last couple videos I've been showing myself. So I'm like, now that I'm going back to like how I originally started filming, I'm like, oh, I don't know how to act, because I'm like, I can't see myself, and I don't know, I feel a difference like filming this way and like filming myself. When I'm filming myself, I can see what I'm doing and stuff like that. I can't see myself, I can't see what I'm filming, so like the point of view might be weird, like the cards are all crooked or fucked up or not aligned. Like I won't know that until after. So I kind of want to read the book. I didn't read the book for the last pile, but I think I want to read the book for this one. The 7th house card. So relating, it says partners, companionship, best friends, marriage, relationships, opposition, equilibrium, sharing, communion, justice, balance, social awareness. And then we have a Knight of Wands. A person, yourself or event, creative energy, action to career, hobby, travel, residence, self. So yeah, you guys might have like a big ego. I'm kind of hearing you guys might have a big ego, or like I said, you guys like have to have the last laugh, or you guys kind of have to I don't know, show the other person or show others that like you're so strong and like you're built different and stuff like that. But I think that's why Mask Off, the song, came off, because I'm about to expose who you really are, you know? Like this might be a front, but low-key you might be like sensitive, or you're actually hurting in the inside, or you know, like what you show out to the world is not who you actually are in the inside. It could be a piece of you. I'm not saying that you're not strong. I'm not saying that you're not hardworking or anything like that, but I'm just kind of saying like I think the face that you put out to the world isn't all who that you are. That's probably a part of you, but people don't realize how sensitive you are, how much you actually feel, and what you actually think and stuff like that. I'm getting a specific person with this card. So I'm just gonna go straight into the reading by reading the page. Oh my gosh, I literally just landed on the page of, oh my gosh, that is so crazy. I literally just landed on the page. Skills right next to it. And like I said, if you're not an artist, an artist can be defined as anything, as long as you're working with your hands or making music, something like that, using your voice, anything, a form of expression is art. You know, even like being able to read, or like even like being linguistic, like just knowing a lot of words and stuff like that is an art. It's a skill, you know. So if you don't fall in the line with being an artist, you might have a skill, and an art or a skill can fall into any type of category. Honestly, like, it's hard to define, you know, but yeah, you have a lot more skill sets, a lot more artistry than you maybe realize, or more than you believe. Anyways, gumption, I don't know what that means, so I might put that what that means. I'm a person who likes to look up definitions. If I don't know what they mean, I'm gonna look it up. So I'm gonna put the definition: gumption, boldness, brazenness, savagery. You guys might stand up for yourself, or you guys feel like you always have to be, I don't know how to describe it. Like, you're not gonna let no one disrespect you, or you're gonna like, the only word that I'm thinking about, bold, I can't think of the word. I'm not good at like words or describing things, to be honest. I'm not the best at that, so I'm gonna let you guys know that right now. So maybe too, like, owning up like what you're not good at, but you might make that up for the things that you're not good at. You're like, the things that you are good at, you're good at that, and you like to emphasize that. Like, if you're a good cook, like, you're gonna show people you're a good cook, or like your work is gonna show the things that you're good at. Your work is gonna show how good that you are. But the things that you're not good at, I think you might kind of shy away, or you might like put up a front like, oh yeah, I know how to do that, or like you might not even talk about it or bring it up, or even avoid it altogether or something. Like, it's okay. It's okay that you're not good at everything. It's okay that you don't know everything either, you know. Like, don't beat yourself up for that. But yeah, that savage, like, I'm just getting that, like, oh, do we have a problem? You can be confrontational. Like, if there is a problem, you're gonna stand up for yourself, or you're gonna stand your ground. You have no problem like speaking up for yourself, like that. Like, if we have a problem, we could talk about it. Let's figure out right now, like, let's talk about this, you know. Like, that's what I'm getting. I think confrontational was the word. Again, take what resonates. Or maybe like you have this energy where you kind of want to be like, let's just be real here, you know. Like, stop like being passive. Let's get to the bottom of this. Okay, when Megan Thee Stallion arrived on the rap scene in 2018, she was carrying Houston on her back and commanding props in the spirit of the female rappers that came before her. Megan mixes her ruggedly skilled bars with sexual innuendos in a perfect balance between rap scholar and a big old freak. Meg makes every season a hot girl summer, and her viral hit, Savage, set a new standard for how to behave, simply by misbehaving. Few women galloped through hip-hop with her credentials. It took a stallion for it to happen. If you pull the hot girl Meg card, it's time to take a moment to celebrate your accomplishments. If you're too wrapped up in the end, you may miss all the milestones within your means. It's okay to take pride in who you are and how far you come, be it your personal life or your professional one. Trying to bury your light will only make it difficult to dig back up when the time comes to strut your stuff. Struggling with your sense of self can seem futile. So tap into your inner savage and shine on with your body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. You guys might have like a nice curvy body, like similar to Megan. Like, you guys might have like you guys might be thick, have broad shoulders. I'm hearing like a big head. You might have like a huge bust or a big butt, something like that. You don't have to. So like that too. I also have a video. It was one of my first videos. I think it was my second video. It was for it was like, what's your hot girl summer? If you want to check out that video, I might like put it up here or something like that. But what I'm getting with that, wow, my music turned off. Check your network connection. Wait, I'm gonna double check. It's still recording. Yeah, you guys might be like really critical of yourselves. You guys like that, like I said, like if you know that you're not good at something, like you might be really hard on yourself. Or like when something doesn't go your way, you're gonna be really hard on yourself. And no one is doing that but you. Like no one is like, you guys might have grew up in a household where you were criticized a lot, or you always like nitpick, like why are you doing that? Why do you look like that? Stop doing that. Stop being like that. And like, I don't know, that maybe it's still following you to today, you know? No one likes being judged. No one likes being criticized, you know? What else? Like the pride. You, like I said, you might have a big ego. You might be prideful and stuff. 7th house. So I'm going to get to this where I said that there was something I wanted to talk about during the reading. So for one of the notes for you guys, I put time in life, not seeing others. I didn't know how to describe that. I feel like I needed to talk about that instead of write it down. I kind of feel like I think the relationships that you have in your life, whether it's like your actual partner, your kids, your friends, your family, it could be anybody, like the people that you work with, people, your neighbors, like anything like that, involving another person in group, just involving other people. You can kind of be, I don't want to say selfish, but more like, yeah, that hurt me, or this happened to me, and you take it so personally. And it's just like, sometimes it's important to kind of see, it's important to hear other people out. It's important to see what other people think, see, feel, because when you kind of dismiss how other people feel, think, what they say, like that kind of like in a way is dismissing your own self. Like people sometimes like mirror something back to us. So sometimes what these people are trying to voice out and stuff like that could be something that like you can learn from them, or they're trying to tell you how they feel. They're basically telling you like what they need or what they feel, and you kind of just like, oh, like I don't see it that way. Like, oh, like I didn't, let's just say someone comes up to you and like, well, you make me feel like this, or you do this, and you're, well, like, and then you kind of just dismiss them or invalidate their feelings, their experience, by saying like, oh, like everyone does that, it's okay, like stop being a baby. Like that could have been like, that could be mirroring back to you from your own childhood. Like you could have been telling your parents, your caregivers, or just people in general, like, oh, I felt like this happened to me, and they're like, they just ignored it or brushed it off or didn't care, you know? So now that like you have a voice, now that you can defend for yourself, now that you're not in that position, you're like, well, you know, that sucks. Like, I don't know what you want me to do about it, or something like that. With me saying that, I heard like, oh damn, that sounds like me, or something like that. Or you didn't know that you were coming off that way. And sometimes like, this is why it's important to heal and like know ourselves, because knowing our insecurities, knowing our unhealthy behaviors, patterns, mindsets, and all that, it when we get to know ourselves more, it helps us understand other people, and it also helps us understand how the world works and stuff like that. One of the greatest strengths to have is to know yourself, is to have self-awareness, because sometimes people can live with their whole lives acting out of their insecurities, acting out of their negative behaviors, their addictions, and all that, you know? So this is what's like being brought up for you, that you could, it's okay to have pride, it's okay to have an ego. Everyone has an ego, but it's having to tame it. I just burped. So confirmation, you just have to tame it. It's okay to take some things personally, but it's okay to like, am I taking this way too personal, or am I giving them a chance to really explain themselves, to have a little bit more sympathy towards people. You might have some sympathy, but it's kind of like, I don't know, you kind of might put yourself first, or if it's not my way, then I don't care. You know, sometimes you need to like let loose on that. It's okay if other people are right. It's okay if you're wrong. It's okay if you made a mistake. It's okay if you're wrong. It's okay if you made a mistake. It's not the end of the world if it is. Not everything needs to be a fight. Not everything needs to be an argument. Not everything needs to escalate to the highest point. You don't have to yell at the top of your lungs We don't have to get to this situation, to this point, into something. Like, sometimes if you just kind of let go of things, or just didn't take things so personally, or didn't take it as disrespect, more as in like, you know, I just want you to hear me out. That's it. Sometimes it's just like someone just wants to be heard. And maybe you were shut down as a kid. You weren't heard. You felt like you weren't heard as a kid. And these people are reflecting that back to you, that like, hey, remember when you were in this position? Why don't you listen to me? Now it's your chance to change that. Oh my gosh, this power feels so powerful. Like, you have a lot of power. I think you felt powerless as a kid, and now that you have that power, use it in a healthy way. That power is gonna be in you. You know, I'm kind of hearing this might be like a humbling moment. You know, whether you're fighting with someone right now or later on, or you know, for the future, like, hear people out, because you would want to be heard out, you know. And your childhood, it already passed. You can't change the events that happen, but you can change how you react to them. You can heal from those experiences. You can heal from those people that caused you those feelings. You know, you don't want to be in this energy. You want to do better, you know. But you are a powerful person. You have a lot of great attributes. I feel like there's just a lot that you have. And I feel like once you kind of let go of this egotistical self, or like this ego, I guess I just repeated myself. Yeah, I guess the big thing could be your ego. The signs that I'm getting are Aquarius, because Megan is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Pisces. You could have this could be your zodiac sign, or you could have it in your chart. But yeah, like, that's what I'm kind of getting. Like, sometimes people are not just saying things to just like make you mad. Sometimes they are, but sometimes like people are saying things so that you can see what they're trying to say. Maybe you're not considerate of other people, of what they say, of what they do. People can be telling you like, I need you to do this, I want you to do this, I feel like this, and those are like, people are telling you like what they feel, what they are saying. Like, those are their needs, those are their wants. It can't always be about you. It can't always be your way. And that is okay. This power has like a fat grip on like, I am right. It is about me. What about my wants? What about my needs? You're acting out from your hurts because your needs weren't met. Your wants weren't met. You were dismissed. You were ignored. And now that you're a grown-up, or now that you're older, like, no one can control you now. And sometimes people are not even trying to control you. They're just trying to like talk to you. They're trying to get through you. Demanding. Oh my gosh. When displayed, you are most likely the other person feel you. Oh my gosh. And I literally said this could be like a mirror. When displayed, you are most likely making the other person feel inferior. Check your anxiety and depression. So you guys might have a history of having depression or anxiety. You guys might not even give it a second thought, or guess like, oh, did I upset that person? Oh, did like, you don't really think too much about like the way that you come off to people. Like, oh, I said what I said and I meant what I meant. Like, are you sure you just weren't just a little too harsh with your words? Are you sure it's okay, like, if you were wrong, admit that you were wrong more often. It's okay to be wrong. Like, I don't know how to describe this power anymore. Like, you guys just have like, I feel something in my heart. I don't know if you guys were hurt so bad at one point, or if you guys were hurt so bad as a child, like you refuse to let anyone disrespect you. You refuse to let anyone hurt you again. Like, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen regardless, whatever you do. And by being in this energy is gonna keep you stuck. It's going to limit your relationships. Your relationships can go deeper than this. You can have more fun. You can have a better life if you let this go. You could have hated your life at one point. You could have hated everybody at one point because of your past. You have deep feelings. You need to understand yourself more. And the more that you understand yourself, the more, and you need to heal yourself more as well. Like, the more that you heal, the more that you're going to understand yourself, the more control you're going to have over yourself, the more control you're going to have over your own demons, your own insecurities, your own unhealthy behaviors, habits, mindsets, and all that. You guys might have, honestly, like, don't get offended, but I'm like, I wrote down, like, you guys might have some toxic traits, or you guys might have addictive personalities, where you guys you guys act out of your insecurities. You guys act out of this ego that isn't the healthiest right now in this time and place. Also, you might have like addictive personality, so you might like shopping, you might like checking out of reality, you might, I don't know what, anything can be an addiction. So you might do drugs and stuff like that to ease the pain or the anxiety, or you, like I said, you guys are overthinkers, or your mind doesn't stop. So it's like you guys might rely on substances or something else to chill that out, if that even helps, you know, or just to help you forget everything. And that's not the way to go. That's unhealthy. That's just a temporary relief. In the end, you still have those problems. They're still there when you're sober. They're still there when you're not thinking about it, you know, until you figure it out, until you solve it or heal it, it's still gonna be there. I think I mentioned too, like, you guys are problem solvers. You guys want to solve things, and sometimes it's not always gonna be your way, or sometimes you're gonna have to compromise or something. You guys might listen to different types of music. Like I said, you like to bite your nails, or you might have like unhealthy coping mechanisms, like I said, like bite your nails. I'm a victim. You guys might have a victim mentality, like, well, they said this, they did this to me, they said this to me, and so then they deserve that, or this and that. Like, no, like, sometimes just being the bigger person, or just like hearing out someone is gonna help you. But yeah, I am guilty to biting my nails. Right now, they're kind of, this is long for me, you know. So I'm so proud of myself that I haven't been biting my nails. I still kind of catch myself, but I'm like, no, you know. And the mysterious, like, sometimes it's kind of hard for people to understand or how you work, because like, I think that you're not completely in control of who you are. You're not in complete control of what you do and what you say, because you're in this like egotistical energy, you know. Your feelings go deep. You are a deep person at heart. But when you act this way, it limits you. Anything else, Spirit? I'm gonna pull out some cards. I wanted this to be a surprise. These are affirmations. For pile number 2, some affirmations for pile number 2. You can save these. You can write these down and put them somewhere that you're gonna see every single day, and say these every day. The intention is like to get affirmations that resonate with this pile, you know. Like I told pile number 1, if this is like the start of you becoming a better person because of these cards or these affirmations, then let it be, you know. I'm gonna take this one. I'm advancing, moving forward, and growing mentally, spiritually, creatively, financially, and in all other positive and perfect ways that elevate me. Perfect. This is one of my favorite affirmations. I actually have this written down on my wall. It's written down on a piece of paper on my wall. But I love this because it's just like, you're trying to heal yourself. You're trying to, like, when you're better mentally, you're gonna grow in other areas of life. My heart chakra is like hurting. Like, I'm opening someone's heart right now, and green is the heart chakra. The more that you heal, the more is gonna be able to, like, more is gonna be brought into your life. More love, more support. People are gonna be like rooting for you more. People are gonna be wanting to be around you more. People are gonna let go of these judgments, these criticisms about you, because you're gonna break down these barriers. So you're gonna show them that you broke down these barriers by healing yourself more. by breaking down this egotistical barrier you have, you're going to be growing mentally, spiritually, financially. It's going to just pave the way for so many more opportunities, abundance, people, places, or things that are meant for you, you know, because your ego is limiting you. The ego doesn't need to be a bad guy, but in this instance, in this place and time, it kind of is, or it just needs a little bit more humbling, you know. So do some healing work. Ask yourself, why am I so defensive? Why is this happening? Why do I feel this way? Where does this stem from? Do some shadow work. All right, pile number 2. And you guys are happy people at the end of the day, but your experiences, you know, kind of dimmed that, or your experiences kind of tainted that. Don't let that. It doesn't have to, you know. You guys are great, powerful people, hard workers. You guys are talented. You guys don't even know. I don't even know if you guys know how talented you are. How many more skills you can have. How many more artistic abilities you can gain. Like, and something about other people. So I'm getting like big Libra energy. 7th house is Libra energy. But other people are supposed to mirror something back to you. This world is supposed to mirror something back to you. That's how you're supposed to learn yourself, through other people. You know, sometimes when you're dealing with a difficult person, ask yourself, what is this person trying to teach me? What is the world trying to teach me right now? What is the universe trying to show me right now about my own self? Is it me? Is it them? What is going on? You know, big on that. Like, other people or the world is mirroring something back to you. And with that, I'm gonna leave the reading. All right, pile number 2, this was your reading. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, share, and turn on the notification bell for my channel so that you don't miss my content. I hope you guys like this reading. It was a little serious, but also like, you guys could be serious, or right now in your life you could be going through a serious point in your life. My heart chakra, it hurts. Like, it feels like it's opening, it's cracking open. So I feel like a lot, if you work on yourself, some good is definitely gonna be coming your way. You know, you're gonna notice your healing. Take notice of all your healing. Take notice of all your accomplishments. Everything that has made you to who you are. Embrace that. Accept that. No one's perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Your neighbor's not perfect. Your partner's not perfect, you know. So have some grace for yourself. Sending so much love. See you guys in the next one. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the alien yin yang, this is your reading. So we definitely getting down to some energies for sure, because pile number 1, I thought that was crazy, and then pile number 2, it just added to the craziness. I don't want to say crazy. I can't really find another word for crazy, but like, I definitely am tapping into some energies here for y'all, you know. But yeah, I wanted to let you guys know that I obviously I pre-shuffled some cards, but I also wrote down some notes. You guys got like the little edge or something of the notes. So yeah, so when I was shuffling for your pile, there was 2 songs that were playing when I was shuffling. They don't have to resonate, but you could just like those artists. You can like that type of genre. You could like these songs, and if it's none of that, you just have 2 new songs to listen to if you really wanted to. So the first song is "In Those Jeans" by Genuine. Random, but I think it's gonna go with the reading a little bit. And then the other song was "La La Land" by Demi Lovato. Two different spectrums, 2 different songs. That's so funny, but basically, like, this is what it is, you know, like the yin yang, like 2 different sides of you, you know. So yeah, so the zodiac signs I straight up got were Gemini, Taurus, Aries, Scorpio, and Virgo. I also got earth energy, which is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. I'm just gonna tell you all the notes that I wrote, and then during the reading I'll go through the notes again and go into more depth about them. So I have multi-dimensional. Not everyone knows or gets not everyone knows you or gets to see the real you. Or everyone has a different perspective of you, you know. Some people might think you're mean, but then these people think you're like the nicest person in the world, all this other stuff. You could be seductive and or flirty. You know how to get what you want. You're persuasive. I'm also getting like this pile could have like so this might be someone specific. You might have a Mercury in Pisces if you know your chart. By the way, all the zodiac signs, you could have those zodiac signs. You could be that zodiac sign. You could have it in your chart, or you could just be embodying those energies. You feel like you have a big mission. You might be attracted to space or intricate. You could be into intricate or different types of careers, ideas, stuff. Your interests can be different or intricate. I also have embraced all of you, impatient, perfectionist, and I put society standards. But the last couple things I just said, I'm gonna go into more depth when we get into the reading. But yeah, with in those genes, I was getting like maybe you could be seductive. You are maybe seductive, flirty. You might like R&B music. You might have like a different taste of music since like I said, those are two different songs. Like the La La Land by Demi Lovato. Like I love that song because I used to listen to it when I was a kid. Like I remember they would play it on Disney Channel and stuff like that during the commercials or something. So you could be a kid, but then you could also like be a freak when it's time to come out or something like that. You know, it's giving big Aries energy, Aries and Gemini energy right now. And then I don't know why I felt a lot of Earth energy. So maybe you just like the good things in life, which also includes sex. You know, so you might like food, you might like drinking, smoking. You like materialistic things. You like having money. And stuff like that, you know. Okay. Yeah. Along with like the seductive and flirty, like you know how to persuade people. You might know how to get what you want. I'm seeing like someone acting like a baby, or like, oh, pretty please, da da da, like acting all cute and innocent. But then, you know, you have a cute and innocent side or a childish side, but then the other side is like different than that, you know. Another yeah, I was telling like the other pals, I'm like, I feel a little different because the last couple videos I've been recording myself, and now like I'm not in that. I'm like recording from this point of view, you know, and it just feels different because like I can't see what I'm recording, so I don't know, I feel weird. I don't know how to feel, but yeah. Yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. So we have, I don't know if it's La Chat or LA Chat. So we have self-esteem with all the yellow. If you guys felt called to another pile, go ahead and choose that pile if you want to. Just because it's all yellow, I'm just thinking like pile number 2. So if you felt called to pile number 2, I'll check it out. Maybe that could be a past energy or something. 3 of Cups, celebration, relationship, joy, victory. And then conjunction, empowerment. I'm gonna read the words right now, but I want to show you guys. Hopefully you guys can see this well, because like I said, I can't see what I'm filming. Combines with, enhances, strengthens, joins forces, activates, intensifies, authorizes, allies with, concentrates, saturates, overrides, overwhelms. I am so hungry right now. Like towards the end of like pile number 2, I was like, oh, my stomach was hurting. So I don't know if you guys are hungry right now. I don't know if you guys are always hungry. Like I said, you guys like the pleasures of life, which includes food. So you guys might like to eat. You guys might Yeah, like you guys might like to eat. You guys might like to eat good. You might eat a lot, or you just like to eat really good food, tasty food. Okay. You guys might have like a confident aura to you, or you might feel like really self-assured and stuff like that. And I feel like you guys might do things. This is giving like big Aries energy, where you guys might be redeemed as selfish, but you guys might just do what's best for you. So I'm like, oh, I don't fuck with this person, so why am I gonna still hang out with them? And then that person's gonna be like, oh, the person that you dropped is gonna be like, oh, they were fake, they were this, they were that. But it's like, bitch, I left you because you were fake, or something like that. Or like, I didn't see you as important in my life anymore. So yeah. So that, like I said, like, people might have different perspectives of you. And obviously, like, other people, maybe your family or something, like, they think you're like the best, or you're the favorite sibling or something like that. Or someone might think that you're the nicest person ever, because you could be both. Like, you'll be mean and selfish if you have to, supposedly mean and selfish, but then when it comes down to loving, focusing on your priorities and stuff like that, or something like that, like, or having to not be selfish or whatever, like, you're gonna be there. So it's like, kind of like, fuck what people think about me. Like, people are gonna think what they want. That doesn't mean it's true, So kind of rebel energy in a way too. So that's why, like, I put society standards. Like, you guys don't care. Like, you guys might even be like I'm getting like, you guys might be in a career or in a workplace where, let's just say you're a person of color, and it's just like, you're the only Mexican, you're the only black person or something like that. You're the only Asian person. And like, so obviously you stand out. So it's just like, you're kind of representing yourself. You're also representing like where you come from and stuff like that. And maybe people might be like doubtful. People might do like racist jokes, like on the low key, like they're jokes, but then like there's like always some truth in a joke, so it's just like, oh yeah, you're a fucking Mexican or something like that, or you're this might be for someone specific, I don't know, like they just might be bagging on you or something like that. And low key, like, I don't want to say it's hate, but maybe I'm hearing like, not entirely, but people want to do what they want to do. So yeah, you're like, fuck society standards. Like, I think that we're like, you might come out, you're gonna be different to everybody, so it doesn't matter what people think, unless it's like the people that you care about, and even then you're kind of just like, well, fuck you too, or whatever, I don't know. So this definitely, you might have like a big ego. You might have an ego, or be prideful about who you are, and what you stand for, and all that, I'm also hearing like, you guys might be like big partiers, or you could have like a big personality. I'm getting like fireworks, or like someone's like surprise, and like they throw confetti or something like that. Like, you're like a ball of like energy. You're like a ball of celebration, a ball of fun, or something like that, like when you really want to, So I think that's interesting. You guys might be somewhat, again, take what resonates, but like, you guys might be competitive. You guys might like doing sports, or when it comes down to doing something that's competitive, you are competitive. Like, you will talk trash and all that stuff. Like, this is giving like, kind of like masculine energy right now. I'm hearing like a guy's guy or something like that. So you might like sports. You might like playing video games. You might like going outside and getting rough and dirty and rough. You might be like rough or crazy or whatever, And when I brought up like multi-dimensional, like, there is different personalities. There's different sides of you. You might get this side of me. You might get this side of me. You might get this side of me today. You might get that side of me tomorrow. I'm also hearing like, unleash the beast. Like, I can be like fucking crazy if you want me to go crazy. I can be crazy, I'm getting like Scorpio energy right now. I might be speaking some truth, or I don't know, like my throat chakra is like hurting something. So I don't know if like, I don't know if, oh, excuse me. I don't know, something about your truth, something about like, I don't know if you were shut down, like maybe you weren't able to speak up, or maybe you like were mad, or how to have to like hold in your self-expression, or your self-expression or your expression in general was like limited somehow. Maybe you were yelled at a lot, or you yelled a lot when you were younger, or you still do, you know. You have a lot of energy, which is also kind of like a lot of expression. So you kind of express yourself in so many different ways, more than one. So you might sing, you might dance, you might have some type of art or skill, you might talk a lot, you might scream a lot. I can see like where the competitive energy comes in, where it's kind of like, it's gonna be Mars energy, which is Aries and Scorpio, where it's like you just have so much energy to like expel, and you might be like restless and always like on the go and stuff like that, but you might also like taking your time. So I think sometimes you might confuse people because you're like this, but then I'm also like that. But just because I'm like this doesn't mean I'm not like that, and just because I'm like that doesn't mean I'm not like this, you know. Like I feel like I was speaking code right there or something, you know. You could also do code in some way, shape, or form. You might like computers or something like that. That's why I said like you guys might like be interested in space, or you might be interested in like more intricate or different things in the sense that like coding. Like not everyone does coding. Like that shit looks fucking hard as fuck, like, you know. That's like computing a bunch of different formulas and numbers, and I don't know if I'm even saying the right thing, because I don't know, you know. That like requires like a lot of like data and a lot of like paying attention to detail. I'm trying to think about other stuff, like, so I said like coding in space. You might like science or math, things working with numbers. You might like to do work with like financing, so like investing, like Bitcoin or something like that. You might be like an accountant, or you might be good with money. You might like designing stuff, like you might be like an architect, where you like have to focus on the details and the measurements, and engineer of some sort. Working with numbers, I feel like strongly with this pile, like you definitely work with numbers in some way, shape, or form. Or you just might be like an artist, where you focus on portraits, or working on hyper realism or something like that, landscapes and stuff like that. So obviously like details matter, so anything like that. I'm just giving examples, but let me know like what interests you are in. Maybe you go into things that are like rabbit holes, like conspiracy theories or something like that, you know. Negativity, let go of the pessimistic attitude. It's getting old. Think of something positive right now. Shift your thinking. Okay, so yeah, sometimes it could just be your own mind, where ego isn't always about like what people kind of portray ego as. Ego can be anything. Ego can just be like your demons, your insecurities and stuff like that. But all of that could be handled. All of that can be controlled. But it's having to learn yourself. So this pile definitely has some type of self-control, some way, shape, or form. You probably know yourself more than the regular person. You probably know yourself more than the average person. Like you're self-aware. So I feel like this is negativity of other people, but it's also negativity of your own self. Like I can't really think anything too specific, so I think you might know, like, say, since I'm saying like you are a little bit more self-aware than like the average person, you probably know what I'm talking about when I say negativity. Sometimes you can kind of be like a realist, so it's like, come on, let's be for real. Like, is that really gonna happen? Like kind of shutting down your own self-worth, shutting down other people, you know. It could be as simple as that, or even like thinking the worst in situations. Oh, there was a honk, I don't know if you guys heard that. So that could be confirmation for somebody that you think the worst situation possible, like I gotta defend myself, because if I don't defend myself, this is gonna happen and this is gonna happen. No one's gonna care for me, no one's gonna love me. So there's also some type of insecurity here of worthiness. I feel like I just hit something for someone right here. something about worthiness. Maybe you feel like you need to be competitive or have this I don't give a fuck energy or whatever, because people have doubted you, people have talked shit to you, people have just been negative to you, you know. And sometimes that can hurt you. Sometimes that hurts, you know. Sometimes that hurts, especially when it comes from like loved ones or so-called family, so-called friends. It's different if they're trying to tell you like, oh, like what you're doing is not right, or like you think you could just change your mindset or something. It's different when they say like, oh, you can't do that, you're whack, you're lame, you can't do that, like what makes you think you could do that, and stuff like that. Like your own family or friends or people that you claim to be supportive and loved by are doubting you. It's like, why would you say that to me? You know, I'm kind of getting something specific, like a caregiver, a parent, anything like that. People that were big growing up, but this is actual adults or actually important people in your life, or people that were considered important in life, doubted you or kind of implemented this like unworthiness in you, where it's like, you think that you can get that when you're older, you're crazy. Oh, you want that car, you're never gonna get it. Like, even like teachers, where like you hear stories of like rappers and they're like, oh, my teacher said that I was never gonna amount to anything, like I was a fuck up, all this other stuff. Or even like being told by your parents or caregivers or someone when you were younger, like that you were never gonna succeed, you were never gonna be anything. And that's like in your subconscious. That's in your subconscious, you know. And so like you could kind of act out of ways in that way. You could still kind of subconsciously believe that, you know. And this is a process. This might be something you just might deal with your whole life, and that's okay. But again, the more that you know yourself, the more that you catch yourself being negative, you catch yourself and be like, oh, am I being negative or am I being realistic here? And so then you stop, and then you change that outcome, you know. It's only gonna get easier. You're always gonna have it, I think, but it's gonna get easier the more that you're able to catch yourself. So I think with this too, like you can be like the best hype man, but then also like the biggest, I don't want to say drainer, but the biggest buzzkill if you really had to, you know. This is giving definitely like Aries and Capricorn. Let me know if you have a Capricorn moon. Excuse me. So definitely some confirmation. I'm definitely talking to someone specific here, and I feel like I have an idea who, but I'm not gonna say it. But you definitely been watching my videos. I'm mostly hearing like work with yourself. What are I guess this might be some advice, like your strengths. How can you better your strengths? How can you really exude your strengths? And then also, how can you heal or better your shadow side, your insecurities and stuff like that? How can you heal that on a deeper level? Oh my gosh, my heart chakra is like opening up. It's right now my Roku, I don't know why my internet is not connected. It ended up like disconnecting in the last pile. I kind of felt like it was like it reminds me of like Wild and Out, where it's like DJ something, turn off the track or stop the track or something like that, and it's just like silence and they're like going off, you know, after that. So I felt like I'm just speaking truth, you know. The noise is off, like you can't deny what I'm saying or something like that. I don't mean to come off that way, but it's just like I'm speaking some truth here for sure, especially with my throat chakra and heart chakra, like feeling some type of way. Like I'm saying some truth. I'm saying something from the heart right now. And literally now I'm looking, I'm like, this is blue and this is green. Heart chakra is green if you didn't know, and the throat chakra is blue. But anyways, I saw something with UFO cowboys and UFOs, or what did it say? UFO Cowboys. I don't know if you guys watch that show. I don't know if you guys are into like Western stuff. I don't know if you guys are cowboys. I'm hearing fucking like vaqueros. You guys might wear like not a sombrero, but like hats. You might be into space or aliens, literally. You might be into both, literally. I'm hearing like the Indians versus the cowboy, stuff like that. You might live in Texas, you might live in the desert, something like that. I'm also, something I'm hearing is like you're healing and you've healed a lot, so keep on healing. The self-awareness that you have right now is like, it's good. Keep going with it. I don't know if you guys like to watch movies. I'm hearing like some of you guys might like to cuddle. I don't know why I'm getting that. I'm getting like this power could be like savage or savages, like if you could survive in the woods, like you could, or like maybe you want to, you might like camping or something like that, or you might like being out in nature, like being a wild boy. I'm getting like the Jungle Book, like how Mowgli was like a wild human, like he was raised by wolves, you know, so it's kind of like, I don't know, like you could survive in the wilderness or something, or you know how to survive, you know how to defend for yourself. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Let me go through the list one more time. Oh, the big mission. Okay, you guys might feel like a big mission to accomplish something, or you feel like you have big dreams, or you need to accomplish something before you die or something. You need to do something big before you die or something like that. Also, embrace all of you. Embrace both your light and dark aspects. Embrace your insecurities as much as you embrace your strengths. Embrace your weaknesses, all that. It's all of you. You need to love all of yourself. You guys might be impatient too. You guys might be impatient, so kind of practice on that as well. Like, why do you need to be in such a rush about something? You know, why do you need to have it now? I would also kind of focus on instant gratification. Definitely giving Aries energy. So instant gratification. Yeah, instant gratification, like that could also be an addiction, like always having to hear like, oh, I'm doing good, or getting the results quick. Sometimes it doesn't work like that, you know. You guys might be perfectionists as well, like not everything can go your way. No one is perfect, so don't expect yourself to be perfect. You know, I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, your neighbor isn't perfect, so don't drop that expectation that you need to be perfect. You guys might like Disney movies, or you guys might have watched a lot of cartoons growing up, or you just kind of like have a childish self. So I kind of have a surprise, and I'm going to pull out these affirmations for you guys just to secure and lock in who you are and stuff like that. The intention is to pull out affirmations that relate to your personality, to, you know, secure yourself. So you could say these affirmations, you can write these down. Say them every day, put them somewhere you're gonna see them every day so that you can say them, you know. Oh, we're gonna go with the pink one. I just heard real men wear pink. Don't play with it, that's funny. I'm gonna give you guys an extra card because I like that one. My happiness is in my own hands. My positivity reaps great rewards. I'm a blessing and my life is a gift. I deserve to be expressive and joyful. My emotions are poised and pure. I allow my true self to flourish. I am kind and wish the best for others. I make others feel happy and wanted. So yeah, people like being around you, and you are a good person. You know, just because someone says that you're bad, or just because you did supposedly something bad, or you made a mistake or something like that, doesn't make you a bad person. Or just because one person sees you as being mean or disrespectful or selfish, doesn't mean that you really are. That's just the side that they had to see, or the side that they got, you know. Also, just continue to be grateful. And also, like, people like being around you. You're very expressive. You might be a Leo, a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm hearing Cancer. I was about to say Cancer. And Aries. But then the bottom of the deck says, I radiate joy and positivity. My aura shines bright. I seek opportunities that are for my highest good. So yeah, you have good energy. Keep up with it, you know. Be careful with people who want to take advantage of that energy, of that feel good, those feelings that you make people feel, you know. Some people just might want to use you too, and maybe you've noticed that, you know. Anything else, Spirit? I think that's it. All right, pile number 3. I hope you liked your reading. I hope you have a great day whenever you're watching this. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Comment, let me know how this resonates. How is this happening for you? Also, like the hearts and stuff, like have more self-love, embrace yourself, embrace all of you. Send you guys so much love, so much healing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hey, pile number 4. If you chose the tie-dye alien stay weird pin, then this is your pile. Alright. I'm low-key tired. I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna try my best to have the most energy for you guys. Or have the most energy for you guys. I'm gonna do my best to channel, but honestly, I didn't write too much. I wrote down some notes, but I feel like I wrote down a lot of notes for the other piles. But I feel like this one might be straight to the point. So I don't know where I was going with that. I'm like I said, I'm getting tired from the readings. These readings were actually a little bit more thoughtful and deep than I expected, you know. I thought it was gonna be like hee hee ha ha, like let's giggle and have fun, but no. I did kind of make the intention that I wanted to bring up not only like the good, but also like the bad, you know, the bad, like the dark side of people, you know, because we're all made up of light and darkness. So okay, I allowed you guys to have 2 cards, so of these ones. Everyone else got 1, but I did 2, so I hope you all enjoy. Say thank you in the comments. But yeah, so straight up with this pile, okay, yeah, I also am just gonna say things that I said in the other piles, that I feel a little weird because I've been recording myself and I feel like it was easier that way. Now I'm back to like my original setting, and like I don't know what I'm recording. I don't know how long I'm taking. I feel like these videos are so long. Pile number 3 was like 27 minutes. I'm like, damn, like my time limit was supposed to be 15, you know. So anyways, yeah, but so I don't know if shit looks crooked or out of place or misaligned or something. My bad, I can't see what I'm recording. So yeah. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. Obviously I pre-shuffled some cards, and I wrote down some notes, and I'm just gonna tell you guys what I wrote down, and then I'm gonna go into depth about what I wrote down and the cards and all that stuff and how they connect. So you guys actually got 3 songs. I was channeling. These are the songs that were playing when I was shuffling your cards. Oh my gosh. So we have these songs. You could like these artists. You can like the genres of the songs. Yes, you could like the genres, the artist. If you don't know none of these songs, you have 3 new songs to listen to if you really wanted to. These songs could relate to your personality, to who you are and stuff like that. So the first song that was playing was called Broken Clocks by SZA. The next one is called Over Here by Party Next Door and Drake. And then I finished shuffling and I had to go to the bathroom. I had to take a quick bathroom break. And when I came back, the song Mirror by Earl Sweatshirt and Sama Yam was playing. So yeah, these 3 songs. And also you guys got an extra card, and then you guys got an extra song because all the other piles got one of these cards and then 2 songs. So a little special. I might not have all the energy for y'all, but y'all got a little extra. Maybe that's what I meant. I don't even remember, honestly. I'm just trying to channel. So yeah, so I'm gonna just tell you everything I wrote down. First thing though, I got a lot of water energy, a lot of water sign energy and immutable energy. So water signs could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and mutable energy is Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Virgo. So that could be your sign, or that could just be the energy that you're embodying. You could have it in your chart. So keywords, phrases that I wrote down was indecisive, doubtful, weight of the world, gone through a lot, psychic abilities, telepathy, know what people say, feel, think. Don't let them know your next move. So literally that's like, I had so much more for the other piles, but I feel like this pile was straight to the point. But like I said, I'm gonna go into more depth about the keywords, phrases that I wrote down during the reading. Respect, 9 of Cups, 2nd house, Ascendant. So I'm gonna be honest too, I accidentally saw these 2 cards. I pulled out 2 cards like this and I was like, which one should I take? And then I put this one behind the deck, and then I don't know why I ended up just flipping both cards, and I was like, wait, I wasn't supposed to do that. So I already saw these cards, and low-key I kind of did forget what cards I pulled just because I've been doing all the readings. So I guess I just wanted to let you know that, so that I was just real about it and not act surprised like, oh my gosh, you got these cards, da, 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 da. Anyways, yeah, so you could be a Taurus because they rule the 2nd house, and then you could be an Aries because they rule the ascendant. They rule the 1st house, which is the ascendant. 9 of Cups, this is water energy. You can have Capricorn in your chart as well. Oh my gosh, I've been telling, my throat chakra started like acting up a lot in the last pile, and now it's like still like I feel like a dull pain in my throat. I don't like it. Yeah, maybe just because I'm speaking truth and stuff like that. Anyways, so respect. Should I read the card? The booklet, I mean. I'm gonna read the booklet for this one. I'm gonna go through each one and show you. So this is the Queen Latifah one, respect card. RSPCT. So you guys might like folk music. You guys might like R&B, rap music. Those are a lot of the songs. I'm also hearing like woke music, so like maybe like spiritual woke music where they talk about like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you know, you know. If you pick this pile, you should know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna say that. Okay, so how is it? Oh, Q. Going backwards. Oh, wait. Queen Latifah, respect, principles, resolve, hard-headedness, fight. The year was 1993 when New Jersey's own Queen Latifah delivered the impactful challenge, "Who You Calling a Bitch?" on her single Unity. Well, she was no stranger to that level of gender-driven confrontation, as just a few years prior, she and Moni Love changed the course of women's history in hip-hop with the classic Ladies First. Latifah has managed to pivot into so many other fields, being one of the first rappers to enter into acting. She's educated the masses, all while still maintaining her title of queen. But Queen Latifah is more than just a sum of her parts. Every element of the supreme being commands our attention. It's just another day in the life of a legend. We're told time and time again that respect is never given, it's earned. But what happens when you feel like you've given your all and respect is never returned? Do you proceed in spite of your own insecurities, even if you may not be looked upon favorably? Or do you switch up to your predicament, to say the least, or one you'll have to tread through lightly? Don't come across as too overbearing in the pursuit of respect, because the reverse will happen. Think like the queen on this card. Hold your chin up and straighten your crown. The rest will fall into place. So a couple things that I'm getting with this. I'm not gonna close the booklet actually, just in case. I get that you guys might be dualistic in your nature. You might be very aware of like feminine and masculine energies. You know how to control both. Just because you're a man doesn't mean that you can't have feminine qualities or be in your feminine energy. Just because you are a feminine doesn't mean you don't know how to be in your masculine energy, you know. Or even like even if you're like beyond that, where like, you know, you don't want to be labeled as him or her or whatever that, you know, whatever that is, whatever that situation is, you know. And maybe that's why you have the tie-dye, because it's like everything, you know, like stay weird, like I'm gonna be me, I'm gonna do me, I'm gonna be what I want because that's who I say I want to be, you know. So this pile could have like a lot of self-awareness, and you might have like your own belief system. You have like some type of security within your own self. I'm also hearing like maybe you guys kind of been like disrespected or tolerated a lot of disrespect or just hate or whatever, and like fuck that, you know. And sometimes even when you respect others, even when you come from a kind place, people are still gonna be whoever they want to be. Like they're still gonna disrespect you if they want to disrespect you. Excuse me, like there's gonna be people that do that regardless if you're a respectable person or not. Like even if you're the most respected, there's still gonna be someone out there that's gonna disrespect you. And it's like, you know what? Is this even worth my time? Should I say something? Should I say some truth? Or should I just walk away? You know, that's what I was saying on one of the parts. So you guys might be intimidating as well, to be honest. You guys might be intimidating in some shape or form. Some people might come after you because you are different, because you do seem intimidating. Maybe people are like jealous of you, or they just like to hate or something like that. It could be that. With the 9 of Cups, congratulations, your wish is granted. So with this, like, you're designing your life. That's why I'm like, you're very self-aware, because you might connect with God or the universe or angels, whatever you believe in, whatever your belief system is, and whatever your source is, your source of inspiration. You're designing your life with them. And obviously that's gonna come with like some obstacles, which is like also like the noise. Like, people are just gonna be whoever they want to be. They're gonna say whatever they want to say. People are gonna try to stop you from creating the life that you want. People are gonna stop you from trying to go to the top, and that's just part of life, you know. But I guess I want to say this is a sign, like, that you are a manifester, a master manifester. Like, you know the idea, but you know how to manifest your life. You know how to you know how manifestation works. You know how the divine works. You, like I said, you might be spiritual. You might do like rituals and stuff like that. What else? You guys, yeah, like, you guys are designing your life. My throat chakra is hurting. We have the second house. Second house is ruled by Taurus. Second house, assets, material world, possessions, finance, talents, values, solidity, worthiness, wardrobe, luxuries, credit scores, security, aesthetics. So yeah, you guys might like to go out and like pop out. Like, you guys might like having nice clothes, might like having nice jewelry. You guys like the finer things in life. Money is like big to you, or you always have to have money in some way, shape, or form. You might be a provider of some sort, so you kind of always have to have money. Maybe this is what it is. You guys are manifesting like a house. You guys are manifesting your next career. You're manifesting something that you really want. Also, the values. A big thing with the second house for me is like values. Like, how do you, like, what is important to you? Like, what makes it? It's not just like your personality and your light side and your dark side. Like, it also contributes to like what's important to you, you know, your values and stuff like that. Something I'm trying to get big on is like, I'm trying to use only products from clean places. Like, I went to Sephora last week, and I was already kind of doing it, but I think I'm gonna stay on it, where it's kind of like, I'm only gonna buy from brands that are clean, cruelty free, and like moisturizers, or like their packaging is reusable. So like one of the moisturizers I was looking for, it's a refillable, so you just buy the refillable instead of buying like the whole new package. Because a lot of like, especially like makeup places, stuff like that, they use a lot of packaging, like so much plastic or so much product is used for like just for the looks of it, you know. And I like that. For the moisturizer that I have, it's a refillable, you know. You could just buy it, so it's cheaper too, and it's helping the earth, you know. So that's like another value. Like, oh, I'm not gonna work under someone who is like purposely taking money from people. Like, why would I want to work under that? Why am I gonna work under a company who is who is hurting the environment? They don't care how much they waste and all this stuff, you know. Another thing is like Starbucks. Like, I was telling myself, like, if I worked at Starbucks, like, I would have quit. Like, because like how they're donating money to like Gaza and all that stuff. Like, they're basically donating money to kill like innocent people. Like you don't want to work for a company like that, you know. Like, they don't have good values. My values are good, so I'm gonna work at some place that has similar values to me, or respects my values, you know, something like that. I like went on a whole tangent about that, but yeah. So Ascendant, outlook. So this was the other card. worldview, mission statement, expression, effect, role, mark, attitude, outer self, point of view, body image, aura, likeness, approach, impact, first impressions. So people might see you as like flashy. I'm hearing lights. So flashing lights by Kanye West. So yeah, people might see you like as flashy. They might see you as rich. They might see you as wealthy. Maybe, yeah, like having a lot of money, or you wear like a lot of designer. You have a lot of like, you have a good style. So they assume that you have money. They might, honestly, this is like mixed reviews. People, something about the clothes for sure, how you come off in the world, how you dress up, how you look. People might think that stuff. But I think people are just gonna judge you no matter what. And I think you know that. People are gonna just judge you no matter what. And sometimes how people judge you is like their own. It's like they could just be projecting their own insecurities onto you, or they could just be projecting, like, people are gonna think what they want to think, you know, at the end of the day. I'm hearing like you might be a person like, we're just gonna get like lunch, but you came up like, if you were gonna go to like a ball or something, it's just like, oh, this is how I wanted to dress, and people are gonna want to judge you for that, or people have something to say about it. Just like, worry about you. Like, I wanted to show up this way, you're not dressed this way, so why are you bothered by me, you know? Something like that, you know? People might be bothered by you, and it's like, why? Like, worry about yourself. Oh my gosh, envy. Remind yourself that no one has it all. It's okay to celebrate other successes. You truly are good enough. Wow. So maybe too, like, you feel like you might have to buy like a lot of material things. So sometimes, like, when you can't get something, you might put value on, like, let's just say you got like the best car out there. Let's just say like you got like an expensive car, and you kind of let that define who you are, or your status or something like that. I don't want to say that you dress up to make yourself like look better, or to seem like you're this type of person. That's just who you are, you know. This might resonate for someone, not everybody. But you could possibly struggle with like jealousy or envy. For sure other people are projecting that onto you, but also you could have a history of that. Or sometimes you're just like, I want to be the best, no one else can be the best but me, or something like that. It could be as simple as that as well, you know. Sometimes you might be judgmental, or sometimes you could have hater energy, you know, like, fuck them, they have this, they have that, they don't have what I have, or something like that. Just simple as that, you know. That could relate to this. Maybe even like growing up, you didn't have what you had, so you kind of were jealous or envious of other people, what they had and stuff like that. So but I have a feeling that you might be able to control this. But sometimes it does come out, and it's normal. Like, jealousy and envy is a normal feeling. It's not like the end of the world if you feel that. Personally, like, I'm not really a jealous person, but when I do feel jealousy, like, I don't like how it makes me feel, because it feels so I don't like how it makes me feel. So sometimes I kind of dismiss it, but I'm like, jealousy and envy kind of, that feeling is trying to tell you something, and it's trying to tell you, like, why do you feel envious? When you are in this energy, when you do feel this, when you feel envious or jealousy, ask yourself, why do I feel this? What is it? What is making me feel this way? And a lot of the times when you feel jealousy or envy is because you feel inferior. You don't have what you want. Sometimes you're just like being a hater. Like, sometimes people are just envious and jealous because they don't want you to be where you're at. They don't want you to have what you have. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could have, like, be at fault sometimes for being a hater, you know. And that's okay. Like, no one is perfect. Everyone has their own insecurities. Everyone has their own behaviors, mindsets, and all that that are not the best, you know. But we're only human at the end of the day, and we're just trying to do better. And like I said, this pile is rarely self-aware, so it's just like, kind of catch yourself in moments like that. Like, why am I reacting this way? What are my emotions trying to tell you? And kind of come from a secure place and be like, you know, I might not have that, but I have this, or I have this, but I'm still good at the end of the day. It's okay. We don't need to feel this way. Just give it attention. Don't push it away, you know. Because everyone feels jealousy. Everyone feels envious at one point in their life. But these emotions are trying to tell us something about our own self, you know. Anything else, Spirit? This one was, like I said, I think this one was kind of straight to the point. Some words is like weight of the world. You guys might feel like you guys might have like a lot of responsibilities. You guys might have like a lot to do. Like I said, you might be a provider, so like a lot of the income or something like that might be dependent on you. Like I said, you might be indecisive and doubtful, so like that could have been like a big thing growing up, or just you still kind of deal with it now. It's just like, oh, I don't know what to do. This thing too, like how I said I picked 2 cards, like I didn't know which one to pick, so I was like, I'll just do both or whatever. This might fall into the assets, like, oh, I like that blue shirt, but the green version is also nice, so I think I'm just gonna take both because I can get both, something like that. So yeah. Yeah, you guys definitely have gone through a lot of disrespect. You guys have gone through a lot of like tolerating just a lot, and you didn't have some of that you didn't have to go through, and some of it was kind of had to happen. This pile definitely has some type of psychic abilities like that, like telepathy. Like you might know what someone's gonna say next, or you could predict what someone's gonna do or say. Big emphasis on know what people say, feel, and think. Like someone could be saying like something like, oh, this and that, but you're like, I don't know, like they're saying that, but then I feel something different from them, like you might be like a bullshit caller, like like when people are lying. You may know when people are lying, people are being shady or fake, or they're not really like being authentic. You can tell when someone's not being authentic. And also how I wrote down, don't let them know your next move. Like you kind of switch it up every now and then, like I wonder if anybody thought like I was gonna show my face again. Like nah, like I'm going back to the original setting, so like you kind of like to switch it up every now and then. Like if you post content or something like that, like for my example, like you might typically shoot inside of this one room or whatever, then the next, like you end up shooting outside, or like you're in Europe or something like that. Like how the fuck did they get there? Like you be keeping people on their toes or something. So that's another hater, like another thing that people can hate on. Is just like, why did she do it like that? Why do they do it like that? What is this? What is that? Why do they look like that? Where are they at? Like, like mind your business. But also, sometimes we're guilty of that as well. The world mirrors us. So also catch yourself when you're being judgmental, when you're asking those type of questions, like, oh, why do they choose to do that? When you're being critical or judgmental, ask yourself like, oh, does it matter or whatever? Sometimes you could just like be genuine and curious, but sometimes you could just be judgmental and rude and stuff like that, or even have a hater energy. So like catch yourself in those moments so that that you don't come off that way, because you know better, and no one is perfect, like I said. But yeah, you have a lot of strengths. So like you're definitely tapped in some way, shape, or form. You are respected. You're come off as intimidating. You have a lot of inner strength. You guys are smart beyond your years. I think the rough experiences that you experienced like have taught you or put you on a pathway to become this strong person that people are so-called intimidated by. I'm hearing like afraid of, I guess, too, and people want to bark back at that. Just see if you would bark back, like, I don't know, do something back, and it's like, try me, bitch. Try me. You might get this version of me, you might get that version of me, like you might get the concept that we're all connected in some way, shape, or form. Anything else, Spirit? I think that's it. I'm gonna have a little surprise, pull out an extra card. These are affirmations. These affirmations are gonna relate to your reading. Oh, yes or no? Okay. Like I was telling the other piles, I'll read the one on the back too. I was telling the other piles, like, you can write these down, put them somewhere where you're gonna see every day, just to lock in, to secure in who you are and stuff. I stand true to my values. I am courageous and brave. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be, and trust that. I kind of feel like you guys might be going through a hard time right now, whether financially, mentally, physically, spiritually, creatively, wherever you're at. Just know that you're supposed to be where you're at. Like, you're supposed to, struggle is like inevitable, like you're meant to go through struggle. You're gonna have your highs, you're gonna have your lows, but You know, just know that this is only going to make you stronger. Everything that you've gone through, every struggle that you've gone through, you had a high back up, you know. You went back up from that, and you became stronger. That's why you're strong right now, you know. My happiness is in my own hands. My positivity reaps great rewards. I'm a blessing and my life is a gift. I deserve to be expressive and joyful. My emotions are poised and pure. I allow my true self to flourish. I am kind and wish the best for others. I make others feel happy and wanted. This one was in pile number 3, so if you feel called to, go ahead. If not, that's fine. I'm releasing all thoughts and relationships and habits that aren't aligned with my growth, purpose, and highest good. I'm releasing cycles of settling. Ooh, that's a nice one. So yeah, you guys might be leveling up in some way, and that comes with obstacles, challenges, highs, you know, some good parts, some bad parts, you know. Embrace it all. Embrace yourself. You got this. You're special. You're magical. And I love y'all. So this is your reading pile number 4. Let me know how this resonated. I want to hear all about it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Turn on the notification bell for my channel so that you don't miss any of my content. Sending so much love and healing. Have a good one.